What's going on, everybody? Welcome back if you've been before. I'm NeonMushroom. I've got a weird one for you. This is going to be this Premodern. It's on MTGO, and we're playing Dream Halls combo. I'll explain how the combo works, but before I get into that, I would feel bad for uploading this video without plugging the channel I straight up stole it from. This is Romario Vidal. If I'm mispronouncing the name, please correct me. I'm very sorry. I'm awful with names. But this is a YouTube channel that plays Premodern, just like mine. And one of the most recent videos was this Dream Halls combo deck from 10 days ago. Saw it and immediately thought, we have to do that. So go give this dude a subscription because the content's very watchable, has a very soothing voice. I have a less soothing voice, but I'm going to play this deck anyway, and hopefully you guys are going to watch. What does this deck do if you're not ingrained in Premodern? It's a combo deck. First, I'll get the mana out of the way. The combo can be expensive, so we're playing soul lands in both the blue variety and the non-blue variety. Ancient Tomb, City of Traitors. Then you've got Temple. Not going to try to pronounce that, but you can sacrifice it to make blue. And we're going to play Saprazzan Skerry, which also can remove a depletion counter and add 2 blue. Why? Because our big payoff is Dream Halls, which effectively says to cast a card in your hand, you can pitch a card of the same color. It gives everything the force of effect. However, this is a 5-drop. Obviously, we want to get into play quickly with these soul lands, but also we can just show and tell it into play as early as turn 2, and we can combo on turn 2. How the combo works is we've got all these cards that draw us cards. Accumulated Knowledge, Intuition can go get the card draw, or the Cunning Wish, which we'll get to in a moment. Frantic Search, Meditate, one of my favorite cards that I haven't played yet in the format. Rush of Knowledge, which draws us 5 if we have Dream Halls in play. And then Opportunity, which target player draws 4. We're going to keep casting these and getting our storm count up, and then eventually play a few Lotus Petals, and hopefully our storm count's 15 or 16, where we can Cunning Wish, get Brain Freeze our opponent, and then here's the kicker. Gaia's Blessing's a card that's legal in this format, where if it goes to the graveyard from the library, they shuffle the graveyard into the library. Opportunity can target anybody. So if you know your opponent's playing Blessing, if they're playing G Bless, hold the Opportunity with the G Bless trigger on the stack, Opportunity to your opponent, and win at instant speed. Also, as Romario said in his video, this can come up against Sly, where maybe your opponent can kill you before they go to draw for turn in their upkeep. So keep that in mind. The sideboard is full of sideboard cards. Some of the ones that I want to point out are like Misdirection is going to be quite good for counter magic. And then we have cards like Defense Grid to stop counter magic decks from fighting us. Also, there's Abeyance, which we can get off of Cunning Wish, because Abeyance is in fact an instant, and this can be really good against decks that we know are going to have some type of interaction in game 1 even. That's what the deck does. I have no reps on it. I might ruin this, but at the very least, you guys get to see it. So let's hop into some games. All right, wish me luck, guys. We found an opponent, and I'm going to struggle to try to figure out how to do this. I would love to be on the play. I think we have to use mulligans to our advantage with this deck, because if we don't have a way to do the thing, we're in trouble. I think we have to mulligan this hand. We don't have the big Dream Halls. We don't even have a show and tell. We don't have like an Intuition. This is a mulligan, even though our mana looks good. This hand has Soul Land, Island, Lotus Petal. We've got Show and Tell and Dream Halls. Guess what? We're going to keep this hand. Can we kill on turn 1 here? Is that a thing? Let's see if we can kill on turn 1. Ancient Tomb plus Lotus Petal, Show and Tell, Dream Halls. We have to pitch Rush of Knowledge to Rush of Knowledge and then get lucky? What if our opponent duresses us? Then it all goes down the shitter. Guys, don't try this at home. I'm going to try to do something really stupid. I'm putting this, I know I'm going to pay for this. This is going to be bad. Mama didn't raise no bitch though. You're right, chat. Okay, pitch the island. Done. Cross your fingers with me, chat. Ancient Tomb, Lotus Petal, cast. 1-2, tap for blue, Show and Tell, Dream Halls. Opponent puts in like Phantom Deshoba. Oh, it's a hippie. Okay, Rush of Knowledge, cast by discarding the last card, discard the Rush of Knowledge, draw 5. No! I drew 4 lands. Guys, I'm fucked. I'm gonna pass the turn. We could have won there. We could have won, but we drew 4 lands. And our opponent's for sure going to make us discard the Show and Tell. Oh, that was high octane, but it ended so quick. Oh, we didn't discard the Show and Tell. Not that it matters. You don't have anything to play off the Show and Tell. Boxcars into Snake Eyes Classic. Yeah, that was tough. And now we're just sitting here on classic nothing. All right, play a land pass. I think we're supposed to continue playing. We keep that though, right, chat? Like we're just supposed to always keep that? Oh man, that was really fun while it lasted. Attack with the hippie, I take. Youch. The only reason we're still playing is because if I like maintain this Show and Tell and draw an Opportunity, we might be in business right away. Also, the port doesn't do anything because I have a Dream Halls. Dream Halls is symmetrical. Our opponent can do what they're doing right now, which is pitch Nantuko Shade, put hippie into play. We gotta believe, chat, we're gonna do it. We're going to draw another draw 5, not another land for sure. You can port me. It doesn't actually do anything, but you may do that. Oh, no. Cool. Another land. Content gods. Why? Okay. Skerry, pass turn. I probably should have even held that just to have a higher chance to hold the show and tell. But I guess now I can like technically draw meditate and cast it. So that's cool. Wasteland, damn it. This is about as poor as this could have worked out. All right, Magic Gods. I will discard Island and City of Traitors. Come on. It's a good day to be me. It's a good day to be me. I can still win. All right, there's one. And then the island next. The island next. No, I discarded the blue card that I need to free cast my spell. We can still do this if we draw Meditate, because our opponent will port down our Skerry and then we'll cast Meditate and just win. All right, Skerry's tapped. That is a Dream Halls. Chat, we have failed. But if that happens again, if we draw that hand again, we're keeping it every time. Okay, what do we want against Dead Gael? Don't care about defense grid. They're gonna have disenchant, so we need to be able to like win the turn that we play the thing, right? I wonder if we want like some pushback for disenchant. Misdirection won't do it because they won't really have any enchantments or artifacts to hit. Abeyance, no. Defense grid, I don't think so. Tranquil Domain, I don't think so. Are we just not sideboarding? I could see Arcane Denial. Are we ever going to actually cast Cunning Wish for Arcane Denial? We might do it for Memory Lapse. Yeah, we'll take an Arcane Denial. Maybe a Envelop for Duress. I could see these two being okay. What don't we want? How do you cut cards from this deck? I don't know if you can. I guess Stifle sucks. And maybe Chain of Vapor is not very good. All right, I don't know if this is good, chat, but we're going to cut Stifle and Chain of Vapor for Arcane Denial and Envelop. And let's just win this one. Our opponent has no clue just how kind RNG was to them. All right, I would love to play first. We have the Meditate and we have the Dream Halls. We can open on Skerry and just accumulate knowledge, try to get Dream Halls going. Yeah, I think we're going to keep this because we also technically have the mana for Dream Halls. If I go too low, I run the risk of like Dark Rit Hippie or a combination of Duress Cabal Therapy being way too good against me. So we're just going to keep this. I think we're going to hold the Lotus Petal because it can add to Storm. And if they do Duress us, they're not going to hit the Lotus Petal. Skerry, pass turn. Oh, I need to change the name. Dream Halls, exclamation point. There we go. Okay, yeah, Cabal Therapy works. They're probably just supposed to hit Halls here, which is what it is. Storm counts at one, chat. They name Dream Halls and they hit. All right, pass to me. All right, I'd untap and draw. Arcane Denial is kind of sweet here. Let's play the island and let's just pass. If they go to play like a Ravenous Rat or something, I might even denial it just to get the extra draw step for me. There's also like a non-zero chance I'm just supposed to meditate at their end step, depending on what they do. Just like draw 4 cards, have 4 extra cards. See how that works out. City of Brass, sure. Tap for 2 is it a rat? It's a wretch. I don't give a shit about Withered Wretch. All right, what can they do on turn 3? They can Cabal Therapy us. Chat, I'm highly considering just meditating here. I think it's just knowledge though. We'll tap the Skerry, we'll cast the AK. Show and tell, there's that. Untap, draw, it's an island. We'll play out the Arcane Denial, I guess, because we plan to brain freeze them anyway. Still seems kind of ambitious, no? Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be able to, we'll just plan to, if they're going to try to save themselves with, wait, what are we going to, why would be Arcane Denial Withered Wretch if we're trying to brain freeze them? That doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm just going to, I'm not exactly sure what that's referring to. I may have gotten lost in the sauce here, but I'm going to play this island out. This gives us a second source that doesn't shoot itself in the face when I try to tap for 2. I'm going to, oh, I got you. Thanks, Real Bad Tech. I'm just going to pass here. We still have this Arcane Denial. We just want to find the card. They got our first Dream Halls, which is real sad. They've also got that Wretch, which makes our accumulated knowledge is a little bit worse, but it's going to tie him up mana-wise, which will be nice. If they go to play like a Hippie here, we probably denial it. Attack for 2. Yeah, I take 2. Go to 18. Play something. I want to denial it. 1. Black. Cabal Therapy. Do I denial therapy or do I just meditate? I don't know. I guess we just have to like let that go. They name Meditate, sure. Now, Mono Black discard deck, probably on the short list of matchups that are pretty bad for us, but that's a bummer. That game 1, man, I think in most universes we win that game 1. That was heartbreaking. All right, pass to me. Sure, we'll just untap and draw. Opportunity. City of Traitors is 1-2. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. I can just Opportunity, and maybe that's like fine. Yeah, I think that's like fine. We're just gonna ship the turn. I'll continue to hold Lotus Petal. They just eat our, they should have eaten our AK. I don't know why they didn't. Combat, yeah, I'll take 2. Ouch. They Cabal Therapy. They don't know about the Opportunity yet, so I think we just let this go and hope they don't snipe it. This isn't a known deck, so if they snipe Opportunity, either they have an incredible wealth of knowledge for the format, or yeah, they name Arcane Denial, the card they know I have, which is fine. Hippie? Sure. Hippie's fine. Go to end step. All right, I'm gonna Opportunity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No Dream Halls yet. I can, ooh, there's a Dream Halls. So I can show and tell that into play. Or I could simply just play it. All right, guys, I need to think for a second. This might be a win. We've got the Arcane Denial too. We've only used 1 Opportunity. We've still got an AK in our bin. We've only used 1 Meditate. So all those are available to us. off of Intuition. What are we pitching? We can just hard cast the Dream Halls is the thing, and that's quite strong. So let's just play the island now. And then, oh no, tap the City of Traitors, thank God. Tap City of Traitors, it dies. And then go 1, 2, 3. Here's the Dream Halls. You could Frantic first to dig to find 2 more blue cards. I could do that, yeah. I was never gonna show or tell this in because I don't want our opponent to put in like, can this put an enchantment? Let me see show and tell. Artifact, creature, or enchantment. So they can put like a Seal of Cleansing in, and I don't want that to just randomly happen. Not that I think they play Seal of Cleansing, but I just want to play around everything here. So I think that we're supposed to, do we Frantic Search first or do we just Intuition? It would have been better with the city, you're absolutely right. I think that what we want to do is cast we want to cast the Intuition first, cast by discarding a blue card. We're going to target our opponent, and we're going to pitch Show and Tell because it doesn't do anything. All right, now I think what we want to do here is get 3 copies of Rush of Knowledge. That's the highest upside, right? Rush. That's got to be it. Sorry, now you're watching me learn the deck in real time. I have not been put in this position ever. Yeah, 3 Rush of Knowledge is where we're going. I don't love losing 2 rushes, but hopefully this rush doesn't draw us 5 lands and we can just keep going. All right, Rush of Knowledge. Now we're going to Rush of Knowledge by discarding Arcane Denial and draw 5. Hopefully they don't pitch cast Naturalize here. That would be pretty bad. They pitch cast Naturalize, of course. Okay, you got it. It's gone. I'll draw 0. Maybe I'm supposed to bring in Defense Grid for that reason against like green decks. I think we're as good as dead here. Yeah, we're not going to sit here and waste time with our cool combo deck against a Resolved Hippie. We're just going to re-queue and go back in. All right, we found an opponent. Q Money is the opponent. We will be on the play. This hand has Skerry, Island, Dream Halls, and Show and Tell. Do we have a way to draw cards? No, but we can get the Dream Halls into play. That's got to be good enough, right? Is that good enough? There's 3 Show and Tells, and that seems really clunky. Now, our deck is just like swimming in ways to draw cards, and these Show and Tells are great pitch cards. I'm going to keep this and just hope to draw 1 or 2 draw spells in the first turn, like between turns 1 and 3. We'll open on Skerry and hope that it doesn't get wastelanded, and we'll pass the turn. Forest Ranger, looks like it's going to be Elves. That's fine. All right, untap, draw. There's a Cunning Wish. Do we have any like weird card draw spells on our sideboard that we can Cunning Wish for in preparation of our big turn? Let's take a look. Rushing River. Maybe that's something we could do with this deck. There's not, but I wonder if we're supposed to put like an big card draw spell. I mean, I guess we could get Tolarian Winds, but that doesn't actually do anything for us. No, it might. Let's actually take a look at that. Tolarian Winds might do it. Let's see here. If we go, we're going to lose most of the cards in our hand though, because we'll just draw up to that many. So say we go Show and Tell, out Dream Halls, and then Cunning Wish for Cunning Wish. No, we just run out of cards when we do that. So we're actually just hanging out. We might Cunning Wish at end step or something. 1, 2 for a priest, sure. Attack for 1, you got it. I think we're just gonna take a draw step first though. On tap draw, it's an island. So we'll play the island. Let's see here. They're going to be very explosive starting next turn. They can make 1, 2, potentially 3 off of another forest. Well, they will be 3 because there's Aquarian Ranger. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They can make 7 mana, which is substantial. I think we have to hold the line a little bit longer and just hope they can't like haste kill us next turn. They don't have a Resolve Survival right now, so that's pretty unlikely. 1, 2 for a Multani's Acolyte. That's fine. Literally, if we draw like Opportunity, we're just going. Or Meditate, anything. We just have to like go. Wirewood Symbiote. Yeah, you've got a lot of action. Yep, untap. Make lots of mana. There's a survival. That's fine. Find the wrong word, but that's what's happening. Add 3. Play another Acolyte. Sure. Pray for me in the chat. If we can draw like a card draw spell right now, I think we're cooking. Yavimaya Granger's here. Untap the priest. They can tap for, what is that? Yeah, they can play the Yavimaya Granger, go get a mountain, put that into play. Like if we literally draw Meditate or Opportunity or the 5 mana spell here, we've got like maybe 16 hits to just like try to win the game. But if we just draw like Chaff, I think we're just dead. Let's see here, take a draw step. Intuition, I think we're in it. Let's plan out this turn. Show and Tell, Dream Halls. Then we go Intuition, Show and Tell, go get a bunch of card draw spells and try to begin. I think we have to do that, right? Boom, boom, Show and Tell. Dream Halls. And there's their Deranged Hermit. They're saying, oh, you got to win right now, cuz. And that's fair. Elves does elves things. And then now that we have this, we're going to go Intuition, cast by discarding a card that shares a color. I'll target my opponent and I'll pitch Show and Tell. Now we're going to get 3 of the draw 5. Storm is at 2. Untap target creature. Yeah. Do you just like have Naturalize right now? Activate Survival. Sure. What does this do exactly? Is there something I'm missing here? Or are they just trying to F6? Squee has entered the revealed card zone. That's fine. All right. Now we're going to do, I think we want 3 copies of Rush of Knowledge and hope they just can't like blow me out. This Elves normally doesn't play Naturalize in the main board from what I've seen. That said, if they do we have an out here? We could draw like a soul land and then try to Show and Tell another thing into play. But I think we need to go as deep as possible. No, I'm just going for all of the money. Rush, rush, rush. Please don't have a pitch cast naturalize. Not again. Rush of Knowledge, cast by discarding Show and Tell. Unless they've got like, no, Uktabi only hits artifacts. So, all right, we draw a bunch of cards. It's a bunch of lands, unfortunately, but we may be able to make use of the mana. For now, I think we need to, is this the turn where we Tolarian Winds? We could hard cast it. We can go Ancient Tomb, tap for 1, 2, 3, and cast Cunning Wish. We're just going to cast it. Yes, I will use the ability. Look at my deck, grab Tolarian Winds, I think needs to be the one. Boom. And then we will cast Tolarian Winds by discarding Accumulated Knowledge to draw fresh 4. Try to get lucky, like very lucky. All right, Rush of Knowledge should be good. Okay, Rush of Knowledge, cast by discarding Accumulated Knowledge. Find me a blue spell, please. Those are blue cells. We will cast Opportunity by discarding, we'll target, they wouldn't have Gaia's Blessing, would they? It doesn't matter, I'll find another one. We'll target me, we'll pitch Dream Halls, draw a bunch more cards. That's the Cunning Wish for the Brain Freeze. You just need to get Storm up now. Let's go ahead and let's cast this Lotus Petal now just to get out of our hand. Bring Storm count to 8 so I can stop thinking about it. And then let's cast, I need this particular Cunning Wish to go and grab my Brain Freeze out of the sideboard. So for now, let's cast the Meditate. The winds were very kind. Yes, I completely agree. We will pitch Accumulated Knowledge, I think. Or is it just Intuition? How many AKs are in my bin right now? 1? That's just a +2. That might be, no, there's 3. I'm going to pitch Intuition. All right, draw 3. There's an opportunity. We can meditate pitching. Oh, we can play another Petal. Cast it. Now I guess we can just hard cast AK. Is there any reason not to? I don't think so. Blue, white, blue, AK, cast. Opponent has 45. So then we can, yeah, now this is a Frantic Search. Do we need this Arcane Denial? I don't think so. That said, I can be, no, I think we're going to Frantic Search cast by discarding a, do we need 2 Frantic Search? I don't think so. We're going to Frantic Search for Frantic Search. We've got 20 left in our deck. We'll pitch land, and then we'll untap 1, 2, 3, and now we've got 5. Then we can, we've got 20 left in our deck, so this is free real estate. We can tap for 3 and just hard cast a Meditate, I guess. More gooder, Meditate, cast, draw 4. All right, here we will, do we just Meditate again? Draw 4 more, I think so. Meditate, cast by discarding Dream Halls. There's an Intuition. I think we've got 2 opportunities. So I'm gonna Opportunity, cast, I'm gonna target myself. I'm going to discard, I don't think I need it, but I'm just going to hold this Arcane Denial because I'm scared. So we'll discard Intuition. Where are the rest of my petals? I know I've got more. Do we just go for another Meditate pitching? Oh, there's a Petal. Play Petal. Cast. This should actually do it. Now we'll cast Cunning Wish by discarding Dream Halls. We will go and grab Brain Freeze, and then we can tap 2, and then we can Brain Freeze, and they concede. Okay, we did it. We did the thing, guys. The combo worked. Oh, that's anxiety inducing. Okay, what do we do against fucking Elf? Nothing, right? Like Annul, so we can like have a card that beats survival. Or are we even trying to fight that? Probably not Misdirection. Rushing River could be okay, although it's probably just better to have it as a tutor target, right? I could just see bringing in the Annul. What don't we want? Stifle? Stifle hits Stantuco Vigilante, right? And that's a big deal. Guys, I'm just not going to sideboard. You want a way to stop Naturalize? It's going to bring him in for sure. Yeah, here's the thing about Naturalize. Maybe Defense Grid. The thing about Naturalize is like, maybe it's just Defense Grid. Maybe we should be trying Defense Grid in any deck that can Naturalize our effects. Like this isn't going to be so good against like Sly maybe, but like maybe it's just Naturalize that we're afraid of and we try to grid the Naturalize, because I'm not bringing in like Memory Lapse to try to beat Naturalize, I don't think. Misdirect, they need to have a Resolve Survival for it to actually beat the Naturalize. If I don't have anything to misdirect it to, it doesn't do anything. And that's too corner casey for me. I don't like that very much. Maybe it's just Defense Grid and we take out like a Chain of Vapor plus, guys, every card in the deck is necessary. This deck is dense. Go +1 cards. I'm gonna try this for science. I could see it being awful, but I could also see it being load bearing. We'll see. Okay, this hand has 1 island and nothing to do. Easy mulligan. This hand has Ancient Tomb and nothing to do. Well, Show and Tell. Do we have the Dream Halls? No. If we had Dream Halls, I might keep it just to draw the blue source and just win, but we're mulliganing. This hand has 3 mana, Dream Halls. We're kind of just fishing around for Show and Tell. I think we're keeping this. We're planning for it to work out. So I'm going to pitch Intuition and Opportunity and just like plan to draw either 2 more mana sources or simply draw Show and Tell. That's our current plan. Untap and draw. It's a Cunning Wish. Put the Temple into play. Tapped and pass. Intuition for 3 Show and Tell could be pretty good. I'm not sure if that's the way I want to play the game. It could be that was the correct play though. Untap your creature. Yep. Green, tap, tap? Are we going to tuck a thing? Nope, it's just a priest and a lot more elves. It might have not ended up mattering with the speed that our opponent's operating on here, though. Untap, draw, it's an Arcane Denial. We'll play that and try to use this Arcane Denial to get a card draw. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Intuition, 3 show and tell, but then I show them the show and tells, then I get the intuition. In the graveyard, 2 show and tells are there. I show and tell, and then like I don't really have a way to. I can like Rush of Knowledge, but I'm wide open to Naturalize right now, which feels bad. I think I'm unironically going to Arcane Denial this Multani's Acolyte. I just need to convert the card. Deranged Hermit, sure. You've got a Hermit, you've got dudes. I'm not dead yet. Ranger on 10. Now I might be dead if they have a second Hermit. Combat for 1, I take. All right, deck. Lucky me. Just draw, show and tell. All right, Denial, triggers, resolve, Lotus Petal off the top. Well, I've got this intuition. They don't have haste. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage. We're gonna pass. As far as 5s go, we're actually gonna attempt, wait, I can just cast Dream Halls right now. What am I talking about? What if I just go for it here? Blue 2, play Dream Halls, and if they literally have anything, I'm screwed. But this is like the least amount of resources they're going to have for the foreseeable future. So we are doing it. Dream Halls. I think we open out an opportunity just in case they do have the Naturalize. We can afford to pitch the first Cunning Wish. So we're going to cast me, discard Cunning Wish. There's the Naturalize. So I'm really glad I did it that way, because if I cast Rush of Knowledge, we'd be up Shit's Creek without a paddle. Here I can't continue. Is this lethal? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No. So we can give it a turn. We can absolutely give it 1 turn. All right, go ahead, opponent. Tap the priest, save the hermit. You got it. Another hermit would kill me, I think. What would that be? 12. There's a survival. I think they can kill here because those squirrel tokens will be 3/3s, which will be good for 12, and then 13. Maybe not. They might have the mana to go straight for it. That's a tribal force mage. No, this kills. This kills easily. But I'll let you guys see it because this is a cool kill, and I think people should get to see this more often. Morph card face down, flip it face up. It's going to give all their creatures +2/+2 in trample. So they're going to have an army. Just the squirrels are 16, 17 from the deranged hermit. They don't need anything else, but it's 18 damage. I go to -1. Pretty well played from opponent. Let's go to game 3. Yeah, the way that Naturalize played out, I think I actually might like Defense Grid weirdly. Submit. We're just going back in. We're going to try to get them. So once you resolve a Dream Halls, you basically never want to take any game actions. If so, wait, so this deck is a giant pile of instants, yes? If so, you basically never want to take any game actions. No, well, not exactly, right? Let's take a look here. Wrong folder. I believe some of these cards are sorcery speed, right? Yeah, Rush of Knowledge is sorcery speed, and that's going to be load bearing and how well we're going to be able to pull the combo together. If we could just get stuck with Rush of Knowledge in our hand and can't convert it, that's bad. I don't know if I agree with that or not. I haven't played enough reps with it to know. All right, we're on the play for game 3. Good hand, please. Show and tell. We don't have the thing, but we have show and tell, aka intuition. I think we're priced into keeping this hand. We can like intuition for 3 Dream Halls on turn 2, turn 3, just go for it, I think is what we try to do. Let me know when you don't have ads and I'll explain why I don't think we do it at instant speed. Forest tap, Lawnmower Elf, sure. What if we just drew it right now, right? That'd be crazy. It's just a accumulated knowledge, but I'm actually into accumulated knowledge. There's 2 schools of thought here. I could either I could play Ancient Tomb, Intuition end step for the thing, and go for it. It'll depend how our opponent plays it. I think that's what we need to do. I don't think we're on like slow rolling it with AKs. We're just gonna pass. We're gonna Intuition on their end step, and we are going to go for it. 1, 2, survival, sure. So their shield's down right now. Finhorn Elves, we're gonna try to kill them. All right. Intuition, you 2 and 1. Okay, we're going to grab 3 copies of the big payoff. Where is it? Dream Halls 1, Dream Halls 2, and Dream Halls 3. Give me one of those, please. My turn. Another show and tell. Sure. We'll go. We're not even going to play a land yet, I don't think. They could have a Naturalize here, which would be highly problematic. I have to Rush of Knowledge basically to get going. Do we go for it here? I feel like it's not getting better. They have a Resolve Survival. No, there's no way it's getting better. We're going to tap for 1, 2, 3, and show and tell, and we're going to put in the Dream Halls. Yeah, I think we just kind of have to go for it here. There's Multani's Acolyte. You draw a card. That's fine. And then we could like try to not go for it here, but then they can just like play Nantuko Vigilante, flip Nantuko Vigilante. There's a lot of things they could do here. I feel like we just have to cross our fingers and hope they don't have Naturalize. So everybody cross your fingers. Pitch, show and tell. Don't have Naturalize. They concede. Yes, that wasn't even a deterministic kill, but we got there. Okay, wow. All right, we found an opponent, number 3. They won the die roll. They're still deciding whether they want to play first or not. We'll see if they can sort that out. Okay, it looks like they want to play first. This hand is Opportunity, Rush of Knowledge, So we've got like ways to draw cards. However, we are staring at like really awkward mana and none of the payoffs. So I think this is a pretty easy mulligan. What am I playing this weekend? I'm playing Welder Tinker, the Mud Stacks deck. Take a mulligan here. This hand has neither of the pieces, but we've got like our mana's technically better. We can AK. I don't want to go down to nothing. We've got Meditate. I think we'll keep this and just ship the Stifle, and hopefully our opponent can't sniff what we're up to. That said, opening on Svyelunite Temple is gotta be a meaningful signal to our opponent. Intuition. Okay, we can intuition for 3 of something. Maybe if we draw like either show and tell or the good card next turn, we can intuition for the others. That said, our opponent's playing blue, and that's a darker waste. We're probably playing against land still, so we got to get going quickly in this matchup. Ancient Tomb, pretty neat. We'll play an island for now though and pass the turn. If they do anything, we'll respond with AK. They don't do anything, they just drop a land. Where's my Stifle? I should have kept that. All right, end step. Blue. I'm just gonna AK. We can play it low and slow if we need to, like Cunning Wish for Abeyance is something we can do. There's a Rush of Knowledge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can have 5 mana. We have nothing to do with 5 mana right now. We could go Ancient Tomb into attempt Frantic Search. What would that do for us? We float 1, then we untap 3, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we still can't Opportunity. I think we'll just play an island here and pass. It'd be dope if Shroom were a guest on Shared Discovery, just saying, if that's an ask, yeah, I'll come on Shared Discovery. I want to go on everyone's shit. Every single person who's asked to collaborate with, I've just said yes to. I'm just afraid to ask other people for whatever reason. I've only ever collaborated with Heavy Play and Crucible of Words so far, but I would love to come on the podcast. They're just doing their things, playing lands and passing. Now I've got this, so we can pass. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I will come on your podcast. You just name the time and we'll try to make it work. I'm a busy guy, so we might have to do a little bit of extra work to make sure the times line up, but I'm more than down. You've got to fetch. Just be ready for me talking shit. Yeah, that's totally fine. Especially if it's at my expense. I do a lot of dumb stuff online, so it's totally valid. All right, they just get an island. Are they gonna Factor Fiction? They're gonna Factor Fiction. Do we want to respond here in some way? I don't think so. I guess we could just resolve Intuition and give up the goose. Yeah, we'll keep the stop on end. We'll let the Factor Fiction resolve first. They're playing Gaia's Blessing. That's phenomenal to know. That means we know we need to keep an opportunity to make them draw 3 in response to our stuff. Romario in chat, hold on, did I miss something important? It feels like I did. Oh, you can also Intuition for 3 AK from I did plug your channel. Intuition for 3 AK. I could do that right now. Okay, we need to split this pile though. We're gonna go Gaia's Blessing plus, this is kind of a weird pile. They've got Grand Coliseum, which seems poor. They're doing like a Bant, almost like an in-parfait style deck. What are they Enlightened Tutoring for? Humility? You can have Gaia's Blessing. I need to split up Gaia's Blessing and Latinam's Legacy too. Let's do like this. They can take Mana League Latinams if they want to. We'll let that resolve. But yeah, I could Intuition for 3 AK here. What if I just do that? Well, if I Intuition for 3 AK, I go down to 5 cards, then I AK, and I go up to, then I have to go to discard. That seems less good. They're pitching the Gaia's Blessing, so they took the Mana Leak pile. It feels like I should do something here, but I'm not actually sure. The Gaia's Blessing's gonna happen. I can't stop that. If I Intuition, I think I'm gonna try to do everything on end step because the Mana Leak's not gonna bottleneck me really. And I think I need to get them to use mana. They have a Dust Bowl, that's bad. We have to get going now. All right, go to end step. Let's go for this. Like that. Let's cast Frantic Search first. I need to try to get them to tap mana. They only have access to 3 blues. So they need Counterspell plus Mana Leak, but we know they have Mana Leak. We draw City of Traitors plus Lotus Petal. Rush of Knowledge, I think, is bottlenecking us right now. That said, we're for sure playing City next turn, so we'll pitch Island plus... Do we just pitch Petal? Seems likely. Plus Petal. Untap 1, 2... I should have tapped an extra land too. That would have been pretty good, huh? Because then we'd have a mana floating right now. And then we can try to Opportunity, but I wonder if we're just supposed to Intuition now. I feel like I've ruined this game engaging with chat. Let's go for an Intuition. I can pay for a Mana Leak here. So my only thinking was if I Intuition for AK, if I don't cast it there, that might be something worth countering. All right, this Intuition's resolving. I'm for sure not trying to Windmill Slam a Dream Holes into play right now, and I don't have the Show and Tell. So maybe now I just get 3 Accumulated Knowledge. And I don't cast it. I just hold one in my hand and then threaten to cast it whenever they tap out to do anything. We're playing a super long game here. It feels like I'm going to be very rewarded for drawing. Arcane Denial is quite good. Let's play out City of Traitors. It feels like we'll be rewarded for just like eventually casting Cunning Wish for like Abeyance. Games 2 and 3, Defense Grid's going to be a big deal. That's for sure. Travis and Gabe could be harder to book, but let's make it happen. Yeah, let's do it. I will agree to be on a podcast on a live stream. That sounds perfect. I wonder if they Dust Bowl here. If they Dust Bowl, that's when I shoot, right? All right, now they're just going to cast Latinam's Legacy. If I AK right now, I go up to 8 in hand. I'm not super stoked about that. We're just going to let the Latnam's Legacy go. But it feels like we're on a ticking clock at the moment. All right, pass to you. They're going to go up to 8 cards in hand. Latnam's going to bring them up to 7, and then they'll draw for turn. They'll play a land. They'll have a perfect 7. And then I think I need to bite, which does not make me feel good. Are they missing their land drop? Because that would be good. Okay, end step. Let's see if I can get them to use a counter spell, I guess. Tap for 2, AK. Can I draw 3 cards or 4 cards? Sorry. Okay, I can draw 4 cards. That's neat. Do I want to, now if I go ahead and try to, for instance, Cunning Wish at end step, Mana Leak's live, so I just want to let them discard. All right, we didn't draw a land. How close can we get here? We've got the show and tell, but we don't have the other piece that we need, the actual dream halls. I kind of feel like Cunning Wish for the Abeyance is the way to go, but we still, in order for that to work, we would still need a white source, which we don't currently have. Pitching Lotus Petal maybe going to bite us in the ass. We could intuition for Lotus Petal, Lotus Petal, Lotus Petal. What would that do for us? It would let us put the white source in play and we just get blown out by disenchant, because that's definitely going to be telling of what we want to do. If we go to discard, what are we discarding? Do we have to go for something right this second? Kind of feels like we should at the very least use the City of Traitors and intuition. What are we intuitioning for? I think we just need to get the payoff, right? Or do we just intuition for like 3 lands? What if that's the play? Or we just get 3 petals and try to set up for Cunning Wish? I'm going to take a weird line because I'm so inexperienced with this deck. Intuition, main phase. We're going to really awkwardly grab 3 petals, I think. And let's make sure there's no better series of cards to get. We don't have 3 Frantic Search. We've only got 2 opportunities left in deck because 2 are in hand. And getting a petal lets us play it out immediately and not destroy our own city, which is a big deal. But there's 3 petals. You give me 1, the other 2 go to the bin. I will protect this Lotus Petal with our Arcane Denial if I have to. And then we're going to go to end step, and I guess I have to discard, and I guess the card I'm discarding, it's not Meditate, right? Maybe it's just like Show and Tell. That seems a little bit sus to pitch the Show and Tell. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're going to decree for 1. Is this like the perfect time to Cunning Wish? It is. Tap for 3, Cunning Wish in response. Yes, I will use the ability. I'm going to grab Abeyance. Okay, that resolves. Now the big question is, what am I pitching here? Because we still need to find dream halls. I haven't even considered that part of it yet. I'm trying to play around ghosts so hard. Make 2 dudes is fine. You draw a card is fine. I think the discard might wind up just being like, Show and Tell is the lowest impact. I have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So if I draw the thing, I can just like Abeyance, counterspell their counterspell, then drop it. So maybe Show and Tell is my lowest. But if they see me discard the Show and Tell, maybe they just hit me with Dust Bowl right away. But then they don't have counter magic. Yeah, we have to pitch Show and Tell. I don't like doing that, but that feels like what we have to do. Don't mind me flailing. I have no clue what's going on. Treetop Village, that makes sense. At least they made a land drop, but they're still bottlenecked on mana a little bit. They can't Dust Bowl us. They'll tap down too deep, and maybe they'll just die. All right, we're gonna go to my turn. On tap, here's Show and Tell again. What's the over/under on just like, can I give them 2 turns? Or do I just go to discard? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. If I Abeyance right now, and like it somehow resolves, I don't have the win here. So it feels like I can't go for that. Okay, I think we have to pass. What are we discarding if we pass? Is it Meditate or Opportunity? I guess we could just cast Opportunity and try, but if we hit a land drop, the City of Traitors gets weird. Let's just try to do something at their end step. And same thing, I'll just pitch Show and Tell. Yeah, this deck feels hard. Videl made it look easy. Made it look so easy to play this deck. White, do not disenchant. Seal of Cleansing. Okay, we're definitely going to go blue. No, I don't want to use all my blue in one go. Blue, 2, Arcane Denial. You can end of turn meditate. I could. What does that do? Skip your next turn. Just give them a follow-up turn. That's probably not the worst. All right, now do I need to like jam a card here? I wonder. Let's see. I've got 1 floating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could sack my temple. I think I'm just gonna meditate end of turn. I think you're absolutely right. I don't know what they're gonna do. It's not likely they're putting out a ton of pressure. Right. Like, what are they gonna do? Get busy with Fairy Conclave? All right, yeah, I like your play. I'm gonna go to 8. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, notably, they can bring me to 1, but that's not lethal. I'm going to go for a meditate. 3 lands. Okay, that's not super helpful. But we found the Dream Hole, so we'll go to their next turn. Arcane Denial is going to trigger. We're both going to draw even more cards. If I untap with this Lotus Petal, it's probably lights out. But if they have a green source and they have like the forethought to put us to 1, I guess if they tap all the mana to do that, we're going to win anyway, right? So it's like, yeah, I think that thankfully the person whose video I watched to make me want to play this deck is in chat guiding me. And I really appreciate that. They're at 10 in hand, so they have to go to discard. I'm going to go for all of the beans in the bean can next turn, I think. They tap for 1, 2, 3, 4. They're going to Dust Bowl right now. Is there anything I want to do at end step? They're going down to 1 mana. They've already taken their second turn. What is the plan here? I'm going to tap for 2. Okay. And they're just going to pass with a Fairy Conclave up. 1, 2. That's for the Abeyance. 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm not even going to use the mana. Yeah, do your thing. That was a strange play from opponent. They have a known mana leak and they just like tapped out. Maybe they don't have a second counterspell and they thought they could choke me on mana. I don't think that's how it's going to work out. Okay, let's think here. Do I even need to Abeyance them? There's no chance this deck plays like foil, but I think I should Abeyance just in case there's like, what's the name of that stupid free Abolish in their hand or something? That could slow us down. So if I go crack Lotus Petal for white and tap Ancient Tomb, that's going to give us 3 mana. We can use 2 of it to cast Abeyance. That also gives us a Storm. We'll have 1 floating from Ancient Tomb, plus 2, 3 from City, plus 4, 5. That's a Dream Halls. And then we can begin. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go for a white. We're going to tap for 2. And then we're going to cast Abeyance. And then until I'm turn, target player can't cast spells. This is actually my first Abeyance. I've never cast a spell in this format. That has happened. Now we need a land drop. So we'll just, I guess we don't need to play it yet though, right? We can tap for blue, blue, and 2, and we're going to jam Dream Halls into play. Okay. Now we are going to cast Rush of Knowledge, cast by discarding a card. We don't need a second Dream Halls. Storm's at 3 right now. We needed to hold an opportunity to hit them when their Gaia's Blessing triggers. That's very important. This Ancient Tomb could be pretty important too. And now we should be able to win. Yeah, I agree. Now we need to think. I think we're just doing this Rush of Knowledge, and I think we can pitch a Meditate to it pretty easily because we've got another Meditate rolled up. So we'll cast by discarding a Meditate, draw 5 more. Yeah, this has to be a lock, right? Now we just have to make sure that we don't like randomly draw our deck before we can hit them. But they've only got 40 cards in deck. So Storm's 11 equals 33 cards. 12 equals 36, 13, 39. So we need to get to Storm 13 and then cast the Brain Freeze, and that's it. And we need to make sure we have a blue card to make them draw off opportunity. That seems highly doable. What we'll start with is I think we do kind of want a Frantic Search to just loop some of these lands away. So we'll cast the Frantic Search by discarding a card that shares a color. It'll be Dream Halls. We'll draw our third opportunity, which is great. We're going to discard Island plus Island. And then we'll untap, I don't know, City of Traitors, Island. Maybe I was supposed to untap Tomb. I don't think it actually matters here though. Then we can kind of just like do everything, right? Like I guess I'll cast Meditate by hard casting it. Cast, I'll draw 4. Then I've got 11 left in deck. So I can cast, how many more petals are in my deck? None. There's no more petals. So we have to be sure not to draw our entire deck while we're doing this. So one thing we can actually do is start to opportunity our opponent right now. So what we'll do is we'll go opportunity, cast by discarding a card, and we will pitch, we'll target them, and we will pitch, let's say Show and Tell. You can draw 4. That's going to put Storm up to 7. They're at 36 cards. Then we can cast Intuition by pitching. Do we just want to draw cards of Meditate first? I think we might. Do we just draw 5? Is that fine? Yeah, I don't even think we're supposed to Intuition. I just don't want to draw my deck. That said, I can just like Cunning Wish twice for 2 Brain Freezes, and that'll do it too. Let me see. Cunning Wish, Brain Freeze, pitch Intuition. Cunning Wish, Brain Freeze, pitch Accumulated Knowledge. Opportunity. Storm goes high enough. That'll work. Cast Cunning Wish, discard Intuition. I will use the ability. We're going to go grab... We have to make sure we have enough blue cards to pitch for both Brain Freezes. So let's grab 1 Brain Freeze. So if I use this Cunning Wish with this knowledge to grab the second Brain Freeze, then I need 2 cards to pitch to Brain Freezes. So actually I need more blue cards first. So what we'll do is we will pitch Meditate to Rush of Knowledge, cast by pitching Meditate. All right, there's some more blue cards. Then we're at Storm equals 9. So we will cast another Cunning Wish by discarding a Dream Halls. I will use the ability. I'm gonna go grab I guess another Brain Freeze. And then we can just like drop a land now. I guess it'll be the conceding. Okay, let's make sure that I could have won. I'm certain I could have, but I'm not very quick. 36, we just need to pitch cast both Brain Freeze. So Knowledge for Brain Freeze for Search, and then Opportunity for Opportunity with everything in the stack. That'll clean it up. Okay, that was grindier than it had to be. If I had more experience with the deck, I'm sure I could have wrapped that up much quicker, but we're going into game 2. Defense grid seems good. I wonder if Misdirection's where I want to be if I'm trying to fight counter magic. Abeyance should stay on the sideboard so I can tutor for it. We don't want Domain. GG, yeah, Grace Monkey. That was actually pretty, I had fun with that. I just wish I was quicker at what I was doing. I don't think I want Rushing River. Tolarian Winds is a tutor target. Is Memory Lapse also a tutor target? Or do I want to like actually maybe bring this in? Brain Freeze, I want to be able to tutor those from my sideboard. This could be a thing. Not Envelop, probably not Annul, maybe Misdirection. This is 6 cards, and I think I will struggle to take 3 cards out of our deck when we're sideboarding. I think that's going to be hard enough on its own. Stifle is interesting because it can hit Seal of Cleansing, and that might come up. I mean, I was excited to play Misdirection. That card never felt reasonably playable. Maybe it works out for you. I watched your video and decided to play this deck. If you're telling me it never worked out, easy, because I don't think we can sideboard more than 3 cards per matchup. Also, like low key, I think these counter spells might be better as just targets for Cunning Wish. I think Chain of Vapor kind of sucks. I think Stifle's actually kind of okay. I think I'm just bringing in these grids, man. What the hell do I take out though? That's so hard. You know what? Nothing. I'm gonna bring in 2 defense grids. A Dreamhalls deck? Nice. Glad I at least caught one of the games. Yeah, we're 1-1 for rounds right now, and we're going into game 2 of round 3. This deck seems sweet. I feel bad for our opponent. Crazy Carl, grabbed Show and Tells a while back, but haven't gotten around to committing to Dreamhalls yet. Yeah, this deck is, at the very least, it's a riot. It's like super fun. I don't know how good it is. It feels like if you are a surgeon with this deck and you can play it super well, it's dangerous. I am not that. This hand looks pretty poor. Like we've got the Show and Tell, but no Dreamhalls. Our mana situation's not great, so we're gonna take a mulligan. This hand has an Opportunity and a Rush of Knowledge and infinite lands. I don't love it, but I don't love going to 5 either. I think I'm gonna mulligan this. Yeah, Crazy Carl's in the house. Sorry, I don't have Tilted Islands today, buddy. I did check out the Hermit Feb versus Slide deck you guys put up. I need to comment on that video. That game was interesting. I think you were right. There's a lot to that matchup. Although I would not want to be on the Hermit Feb side just because I'm bad at. I've got 1 rep at that deck to date. That's fair. I could see like some games that Hermit Feb wins being just like landslides. So we're gonna mulligan this one too. I don't love it. I want to get going quick. This one has a Soul Land, a Show and Tell, and no thing. Okay, now I regret mulliganing that 6, but what we'll do, we've got a Soul Land. So if we can draw like land into the thing, we may be able to do it so quick our opponent can't keep up. Meditate's going to be load bearing in this hand. We can pitch one of our Show and Tells and probably the Cunning Wish. I think that's where we are. There's also a chance it was supposed to be Rush of Knowledge. All right, Treetop. Now we got to play quick because we're just wasting our opponent's day. We found an island, so we're just going to pass. Oh, you saw Grease Monkey. Thanks for posting, Grease Monkey. I appreciate that. Untap, draw. Okay, we're drawing lands. That's really, really good for us. We're highly likely to meditate. I don't want to sacrifice my temple to meditate, but we're highly likely to meditate after we've played our next land during any point, just to draw 4 and let our opponent have another turn, because who cares? Casting Meditate in this matchup reads like I draw 4, my opponent casts Exploration. You would play that card every time you drew it. Windsor Teeth, sure. I would like to draw 1 Stifle, please. Ancient Tomb, why not? Why not? Why shouldn't I have an Ancient Tomb? Play an island and simply pass. If you do anything, I will cast Meditate, except for fetch. I will not respond to a fetch with it. You fetch. You have a plains. Maybe I wait. I'm not going to just hard cast it into nothing because they probably just mana leak or something. But like at some point, they're going to want to resolve Fact or Fiction. We'll take an untap. We draw an Ancient Tomb. Now we have Dreamhalls plus Show and Tell. So now we're highly likely to just meditate. Go. Shroom, regarding that 5-color domain deck you played, did you know that if you Fact or Fiction into a Guy's Blessing and decide not to take it, yes, it shuffles. I did know that. Which triggers ability. It's pretty sweet tech. Yeah, I like that a lot. All right, opponent, you go. Juice, how about posts for our dude here in the Premodern Discord? Okay, they're doing it. They're Fact or Fictioning it. I will now do... Oop, I'm not going to tap like that. I'm going to tap like this. Wait, I can't do it right now because then I'll go to discard. No, I just do it at end step. You get to Fact or Fiction. How about you take Aura of Silence? Actually, can I deal with Aura of Silence? They can't cast it right now. What if I gave you Annul, Land, or all the other cards? I don't care about Wrath of God. So Aura of Silence, Impulse versus Annul Island, like this. The stream will be ending shortly. I got to get these videos out ASAP. So they took the Aura of Silence. Maybe they have the Aura of Silence. They've got white. Okay, let's start like this. Let's go here. I will meditate right now. Okay, this defense grid's not going to help me, but I can just let them take another turn. Tap for 2 impulse, that's also fine. Now they have to constantly hold up 2 mana, just all the time forever. And if I draw well, I guess no, if I draw a second Dreamhalls, it doesn't do anything because I'm gonna have to pay 2 extra for it. That may be fine. Like, what does that look like? Show and Tell Dreamhalls into play. Then once it's in play, before I pass priority, put another Dreamhalls into play, paying 2. That could be reasonable. Very tragic, yeah. And a Dust Bowl for Dust Bowl right now. Sure. Pass to me. I will take an on-tap and a draw. Okay. So Artifact and Enchantments both cost 2 more. Let's play the Scary. Then let's tap out and play Defense Grid. Mana Leak. Okay, we've got 8 minutes left, and I don't want to grind my face into this just to like not have time for a game 3 when I'm like 95% to lose this game. So we're going to go to game 3. And then now we know they have Aura of Silence, which is kind of greedy in their 3-color deck, but I think the mana base for Bant can kind of support it. I still like Stifle because it actually does something to Aura of Silence, but I'm thinking that maybe I want my Chain of Vapor back as just a 1-of. And then does that mean I have to take the Stifle out? That's a bummer. Weirdly, I think I'm going to remove maybe an Intuition from my deck, or maybe it's just a Frantic Search. Let's remove a Frantic Search. Let's do it like that. This is hard. This is really hard. My brain's kind of in pain right now. All right, I will play first. Turn 1 win, please. Ancient Tomb, Lotus Petal. Where's the show and tell? I don't have it, damn it. Turn 1 defense grid's too good to pass up though, right? I mean, I guess my follow-up is to like Lotus Petal into Frantic Search, and that's not good. Do I keep this? Like if I'm ever able to go for it, I have it. If I'm ever able to go for it, I have all the tools. But if I simply don't draw blue land, I am in deep shit. I think I'm gonna mulligan this. This hand has show and tell and meta. Yeah, we're gonna keep this. I think we're going to pitch the Cunning Wish and just play a fair game, which seems weird, but I don't want to go to 5. Ooh, let's read this comment from Requiem. I think Defense Grid is a trap card, honestly. I had a couple in the sideboard of a deck. I decided to take them all out. And this control-oriented meta, I don't think they really serve much purpose unless you're able to put one down really early in the game. Yeah, like that opener I just had, I would have been able to jam it into play. But then I don't have any blue lands. So like the first blue thing I do costs my Petal, which costs late game Storm. And then I'm not really like able to draw a mass amount of cards. So it just seems like it seems like I'm in coin flip mode. Do I draw blue source or don't I? I don't think we're signing up for that. This hand's not great, but I can intuition for 3 copies of the thing, the Dream Halls, and then try to show and tell it into play using Meditate to just like get access to some card draw at some point. We'll play Island. Our best draw for the entire game is like Ancient Tomb. Conclave, sure. My turn. There's another intuition. You go. Draw a land. They pass to me. Where's that Stifle? Frantic Search. Okay. Play an island, and then I think we're just going to pass if they fetch. Am I going to meditate? No, I'd have to go to discard. I'll just meditate at their end step here. I think I can give them an extra turn. Treva's Ruin. Oh, that wasn't a fetch. It was a brush land. What am I talking about? Yeah, Treva's Ruins happens. You return brush land. That's fine. Passing to me. What if I meditated? What would you do? Want to tap out? No? Cool. Go. All right, I drew a City of Traitors, which is pretty good. They get another turn, which is, this is literally exploration, but worse. So Meditate feels really good in matchups like this. I'm going to take a draw for turn. And then I can start to go up mana here. So let's play City of... Is it time to play City of Traitors yet? If I play City of Traitors and tap 3 lands and cast Frantic Search, what can I do? Maybe I should just be leaning on intuition here, meaning that I think I can just play... Let's sculpt my hand, actually. Let's play City of Traitors and just go for the Frantic Search. Oop, cancel. Did I tap too many? No, I tapped the perfect amount. Frantic Search, 2 mana. The cool play is to cast Show and Tell and let them counter it. That is huge brain. I like that a lot. All right, we'll pitch 1 land and then... Do you pitch an intuition? No, we'll just pitch 2 lands. What am I talking about? And then we'll untap 1, 2, 3. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. We can, do we just show and tell here? I guess if we show and tell, they could put an Aura of Silence. I kind of want to get them tapped out. I guess we could intuition here, just to use our mana. What are we intuitioning for? Like 3 AKs? Yeah, let's go for it. Intuition, you. What's better than 3 AKs? Is there anything better than 3 AKs? I've already got the Dream Halls. I'm getting 3 AKs. Everyone in chat, remind me to play 900 games with this deck off stream before I try to play it on stream again. This deck's hard. Okay, opponent, you can go. I have 7 in hand. You have 7 in hand. We're just chilling. Oh, you're passing. Oh, I will AK. You go to discard. There's a Cunning Wish. At some point, I'd like to get an Abeyance with that. But for now, should I just try to get them to do something? I don't think we're intuitioning for Petal, Petal, Petal again. I think that's crazy. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to... do I just jam Show and Tell and see if they do something about it? Yeah, I'm going for it. Time's low. Let's just cast Show and Tell, see if they have anything. Probably should... No, I don't want to play a land there first because I lose my City of Traitors. Okay, this worked. Dream Halls. They've got Seal of Cleansing, but I have many things to do. Let's see if I can win here. Seems unlikely, but I think we're going to go for it. This Rush of Knowledge won't do anything until I find another Dream Halls. So let's see how many cards I can draw here. Let's go Meditate, cast by pitching. You know what? Cancel. You might want to actually cast things. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to play this island out and lose our City of Traitors. That's fine. And then I think we might Meditate here. You also have a Stifle on the sideboard. That is true. Okay, so now I can Stifle that. What does that look like? Cunning Wish, pitch, intuition. I think we can Meditate first. 1, 2, 3. Meditate, cast. 1, 2. They're going to hit the Meditate with Mana Leak. Here I could intuition pitching. Here's the thing. Now I'm bottlenecked on the correct type of mana. So if I like Cunning Wish pitching a card to get Stifle, I can Stifle, but then all I have left is Dream Halls. Is that good? Do I intuition for Dream Halls right now? No, I think I can wait. Yeah, this all happens. Although we could have played around Mana Leak there, right? We could have like intuition pitching, or we could have meditated pitching knowledge, and then what can we do after that? Intuition pitch. No, not intuition. We could meditate pitch knowledge, and then we can pay for the Mana Leak and then draw the cards. That's tough. I think we're going to lose to time here. On tap, take a draw. We got a Temple. We'll play it. We will F6. They're passing. I'm going to cast Intuition at end step. 1, 2, 3. Intuition, you. I need a dream holes to win this game. Where are my dream holes? 1, 2, 3. There's my dream holes. All right, my turn. On tap, draw. Island. Pass to you. End of turn, we might Cunning Wish for like a piece of permission. 1, 2, 3. Cunning Wish. I would love to use the ability. We will grab Memory Lapse, I think. Yeah, Lapse. And untap, draw. There's another Cunning Wish. We can go for all of it. I mean, we've got 3 minutes left on the clock. I think we have to go for all of it. Dream Holes. Our opponent needs Counterspell and Mana Leak here, I think. There's the we can just pay for Mana Leak. Okay, pay for it. Rats, they found it. Okay, if this game were to go forever, I won't say probably. There's a good chance. Well, no, I guess we're out of Dream Holes now. So we kind of had to go for it. We kind of lost time there. This deck is very sweet. I am not very good at playing it. I'm going to work on it because I want to make content around it. If you're looking for a really good video, I'll card it at the end of this video where you can actually look at Vidal's video on this deck. Much more elegant at playing the deck. So go check that out. But that's all I have for you guys today. So thank you so much for watching. As always, I will see you. Oh, wait, before I go, here's this image. This is a flyer for Peach Ball, which is coming up on the 30th of this month in Georgia. If you're down south and anywhere near Georgia, go play with the guys from Shared Discovery at the Peach Ball and pick up some sweet stuff like some Haunted Angels and stuff. That's it. That's actually all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I'll see you next time.